What's going on, Virgo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of January 2025. So in this reading, Virgo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you, and so much more regarding January 2025. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance, Virgo, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, then definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here. And without further ado, let's go ahead and pull the energy for you for January 2025. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Virgo. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. You know, when I first was doing tarot a lot, I had like a body unbalance. Like my back, my right side of my back was like more jacked and big because it was just like shuffling. It wasn't from jerking off, it was from shuffling. It wasn't from jerking off, it was from shuffling. Sorry. Where did that come from? Yeah. When love turns to hate, when love turns to hate. That's what this is about a little bit, Virgo. You know, I feel like there's an energy here in your advice that Spirit's really telling you that people are people are going to be super angry and want to play a zero-sum game with you about some sort of success or victory that's coming into your life. For a lot of you, there's going to be people that used to love you, or some people that claim to have unconditional love for you. There's also an energy that you need to be really careful for. Anyone who you intuitively feel comes in for you, or this is a pattern that's been happening in the past, it's happening again, but you're seeing through it this time. Be careful of the energy where you're clearly being manipulated, and then someone comes in and says, it's just because I want the best for you, and I have this wisdom. Like, I just want the best for you, Virgo. So I'm gonna manipulate and control you. That's a clear sign that you're dealing with a psycho. And a lot of you need to be, just quite frankly, you're dealing with a psycho here who has bad karma, who you intuitively understand that, who's trying to offer you something or it's like if they can't offer you something, they're just going to try to tear you down. Okay, so you have to be really aware of this. There can be drastic endings happening here. For you, it's more spiritual. For other people, it may be a little bit more difficult, is what I feel. Your challenge is that this is pushing you to become enlightened. Now your challenge is that there's also people that may get caught up in something that you once cared about that turned on you. Let me just say it how it is. I feel that energies with bad karma that tried to spiritually manipulate you because they care, or because you need help, or because, they're actually, whatever it is, like, they're gonna be caught here. And it's your you may have, like, feelings of guilt that you're gonna have to navigate, even though you just took your energy back. There is certainly an energy here, Virgo, that when you took your energy back from people in the recent past, or you take your energy back from people in January 2025, their whole life falls apart, and then they want to blame you. So you were being gaslit, and now that when you're not able to be gaslit anymore, people are just going to be like, hey, it's Harley Davidson coming to town, I hope you're ready. And you're going to be like, come get it, like, or just not going to work. So there's a lot of you definitely are, this is the time where it's a rubber band. The further you pull the rubber band into the darkness, when you finally let go, that much further it will fly into the light. And there's something about the stars would not shine so bright without the darkness. As you can see, people are spinning the block right now. But do y'all really know what y'all effing with? No. So yeah, it's a time of darkness. Let's just put it how it is. January 2025, you're going to be navigating a certain sense of stuckness, and you're going to have big decisions to make by the end of the month. By the end of the month, you're going to have to really choose between two different paths. For a lot of you, you know what this is, Virgo? You already know what it is. But a lot of people's fate lies in your hands. This can be a situation where you're going to have to be, you're going to have to decide whether you press charges or not, or if it's not that, it's a spiritual thing. This can all happen in the unseen realm as well, so that's why it's important, like, what energy do you want to give to certain people? You know what I mean? All right, Virgo, now that that's squashed, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. And these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of, that Spirit wants you to embody and be in for your own highest good. The first one is Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So yeah, experiencing this dark time. In your overall general energy, you have the moon, so there is some sort of darkness, a period of uncertainty that you're going to be navigating through. And sometimes the best way you can navigate that is through art. So I feel like you want to use this time to propel you to share your gifts with the world. And a lot of that has to do with inspiration and acting on, you can think a million times and then all of a sudden you get inspiration out of nowhere, and that's really what you're going to want to act on. You have great ideas coming to you, Virgo, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is Serapis Bay, Ascension. Egyptian energy, move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. So yeah, the light is here. It's time for you to rise above darkness right now. And this energy is likened to the phoenix rising from the ashes, or Christ rising, Christ consciousness energy here. So be very aware that there certainly is a boomerang effect here. Okay, so there could be an energy of dark forces throwing energy at you. At a time, the boomerang is going to circle you, it's going to come close to you, and then it's going to swing back to these people, or to back to these energies, Virgo, is what I feel very strongly. So it's a time for you to stand in your light. Don't shy away from anything at this time, because something really interesting here is that you're going to be experiencing your own enlightenment, but that doesn't come without very big choices, okay, that you're going to have to do. I do feel that whether this is in the physical or whether this is in the spiritual, because it's both, but for many of you here, there's a certain group of people, or there's a certain energy that is shaking in their boots because they know that what you decide happens to them as a result of you decide what happens to them as a result of some sort of wrongdoing or some sort of trap that was set for you. And it looks like you have a risky option in front, and this decision, this can all come out by the end of the month. By the end of January, you may actually be, some of you are going to be in court, some of you are not going to be. It could be in a spiritual court, okay? But there's something about someone's fate lies in your hands. And this can be some sort of heartbreaking situation where you receive a victory that is protected by the Most High. It is protected by the universe here. That other people, Virgo, are it's like there is kind of a weird situation that if you do the right thing and you kind of call judgment on a situation, it's going to be a double whammy of negativity coming at you, even if it's the right thing to do. Now, for some of you, you're going to be in your heart and you're going to be like the, I'm getting a visual, you're going to be like the emperor that's going to be like, just let these people go. Let these people go. But sometimes if you do that, it's actually the wrong choice because it's just going to come back. They're going to think that, oh, you're naive. Okay, so this is heavy energy. This is a very heavy month for you in January. There's no way about it. There's severe endings here. People that were trying to deceive you are now caught up. They're caught up heavily. Or people trying to get something from you are caught up heavily. You have to be on guard though, but at the same time you have to be in your light more so and realize that is the to not have resistance to this darkness, because if you want to master this physical reality, master your resistance. Okay. Now you also have charity, prayer, and contemplation. And charity is about being generous, hence the name. But prayer and contemplation, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So this is definitely about you stay prayed up or stay in a positive frequency here. So, this energy of charity here, I feel like this is an energy of being generous, but ask and you shall receive. You really have your mind creating your reality in this month. So connect with heaven, whatever that means to you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It is not somewhere else. It is now. So for a lot of you, that's why there can be this energy of of choosing the enlightened path, whatever that means for you. Okay, because certainly there's a lot of people that are caught up in something, and there's something about you are seen as like the person who is able to make decisions about people here. So let's go ahead and get into this opportunity. Your opportunity is the Death card. So it doesn't mean anyone's going to physically die here, okay? But it does mean that this is a spiritual death, transformation, rebirth. This is a Scorpio energy. You could be connecting with a Scorpio at this time as your opportunity, Virgo, in January. And the Death card is all about transformation, rebirth. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? You have Serapis Bey, which is all about the Christ consciousness rising, the phoenix rising. And then in your opportunity, you have the Death card. So there's a total transformation that you're going to be going through here, Virgo, when it comes to January 2025. Now, I do feel like there's just going to be people that are absolutely devastated as well. And once again, you're somehow a catalyst for this. I feel that the universe or the Most High chose you to basically, perhaps for some of you intentionally, for some of you unintentionally, to expose some sort of darkness, to expose people's own darkness to themselves in a way that maybe they didn't think was possible. Your challenge is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is all about seeing something from a different perspective. So for many of you, you will be going through tremendous transformations of your own consciousness, because it's always a double whammy here, Virgo. So now the Hanged Man in your challenge is that I do feel that certain individuals, certain entities, certain beings, certain forces, certain factions that came against you are now caught. And they now see you for who you really are, but in order for them to see you as you really are, their whole entire world has to be flipped upside down. All right, so your opportunity is a very spiritual month for you. The opportunity is the Death card. The challenge is the Hanged Man. So for a lot of you, you're going to be the change bringer, the Death card, and then your challenge is the wake that you leave. It's like you're a boat going through the water, and you're leaving this wake that's going to hit the shores. You don't really know what's going to happen to it. But for a lot of you, there is a serious situation coming up where a lot of people's bad karma somehow lies in your hands, and it may be in your higher self's hands. So that's why it's like you need to be staying prayed up at this time, or you need to be staying connecting with heaven so that the best possible outcome can unfold for all people rather than just getting in your ego. Because the Hanged Man in your challenge is realizing that it's about personal boundaries versus oneness is a theme that's going to be coming up for you. How much of yourself do you have to give up to help out other people, vice versa? Now, in your challenge, there also is going to be enlightening experiences for you. I feel that certain people that you may have known for a really long time, certain people that you never would have thought would have turned against you, or you'd been like, are you serious? Like, there's just going to be a shocking revelation in your challenge, shocking revelations here. But I feel you're somehow the catalyst for this. You're really here to wake people up. But some of the people are just going to be on the bad end of the stick. But they basically did it to themselves, is what Spirit's trying to tell me. And you are somehow going to be like a decision maker on this, Virgo. How bad do you want this to go for people? And how that actually goes down is not super clear to me, but I think it will become more clear by the end of the month. Your overall general energy is the Moon, the Eight of Swords, and also the Two of Wands. All right. This is your overall general energy. So there's a lot of uncertainty, someone's stuck, and then there's a choice point by the end of the month. So the Moon is all about the subconscious mind, and it's important to say that a quote coming to my mind is that since most of us try to hide our weaknesses, very little can be learned from our conscious behavior. So you're basically schooling people on their unconscious, because here's the thing, there's an energy of people smiling in your face and having horrific intentions for you. And they may not have done things consciously, but they're unconscious. The spiritual one, the unseen realm is very real. Let's put it this way. Like, if someone is in your life smiling in your face, but they unconsciously want you gone, or they unconsciously have bad intentions for you, the unseen realm is going to affect you. And it's going to affect them in ways, especially if this is someone who is like quasi-spiritual or has a lack of understanding about what you put out is what you get back. Like, there's going to be a shock, and a lot of people could be stuck. You know, there could be certain people that came against you that are now going to be, I don't even want to say it's either it's the lunch been so cold. There's something here about either spiritually imprisoned or, for some of you, literally physically imprisoned, that came against you, that tried to set you up, Virgo. But it's not going so good. Now, for some of you Virgos out there, a small percentage, not for most of you light workers, but for some of you, and shadow workers, not for most of you, but for some of you, there is something about here, you transforming and you owning up to your own negative energy here and being able to transform it, knowing that it's in God's hands. Or in your hands, because you are an extension of God. Like, when Jesus said, I am the Son of God, he didn't mean I'm like the literal Son of God. He meant that I'm the extension of God. If you look at the translation of the word son in the Hebrew, is the extension of, not the literal son. Okay? However, when aliens get involved, we experience certain frequencies as certain things. But it's still the same. So, I don't know. The world. It seems like by the end of the month, the world's going to be in the palm of your hands. But it's almost like if you let certain people go off the hook, it's going to come back to bite you. And if you basically call judgment on a situation, there's going to be a double whammy of negativity making you out to be the bad guy. Basically, people projecting. There's a lot of spirit. And this isn't even like about the outcome. What Spirit is telling me to tell you right now is that there's a lot of people that are projecting their own issues onto you, which is probably the source of the issue in the first place. So how you want to deal with that is up to you, but here we go. In what you don't see coming, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and you also have the High Priestess here in what you don't see coming. Okay, So this is a really interesting frequency. There's something here about bad karma. There's something here about seeds that were planted. The seed was already planted, but it's not a good seed. It's a sour seed here. You have the Ace of Pentacles here, and then you have the High Priestess here. So yeah, a lot of people are caught up in bad spiritual karma. For you, it really depends. Use your intuition. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For a lot of you here, there's going to be some sort of compensation that you receive as a result of some sort of bad karma that other people are experiencing at this time. For some of you, it can be energetic. For some of you, it can literally be a physical thing, depending on the severity of the situation. But yeah, people are caught up right now. Your intuition is on point. There's, whether people know it or not, they're in spiritual court right now, and the Most High, for most of you, sees that you're here as a catalyst to awaken people. You haven't done anything wrong here, and for most of you. And for some of you, though, it's not looking so good. And it's kind of out of your hands here. So we're going to have to see why this is here. For a lot of you, you're going to have to witness some I just get heartbreaking karma for people that some of them, I even get this, like, there is something here about, like, I'm not going to say unjustly accused, but I'm going to say people didn't know what they were getting themselves involved in. Like, did you know what you were dealing with? No, obviously not, or else you wouldn't have done it. And that's how, like, the attitude that you're going to be feeling towards people. So it's kind of like this energy of forgive them, for they know not what they do. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. I'm not even trying to get all, I'm just trying to translate a frequency. Now, in your advice here, there's something about Spirit's trying to tell you that love turns to hate very quickly, and that you realize it wasn't actually love at all. What most people call falling in love, whether this is a friendship, whether this is family, whether this is soulmate, whether this is whatever path, what most people call falling in love is usually an intensification of egoic identification with someone. It has nothing to do with real love. It's wanting, clinging, needing, using. And certain individuals that have done that to you, as you come out on top in this situation, they're going to be on a quest to come at you, coming from a place of what once was unconditional love is now hate. Now, there also can be a situation, and I don't even know, like, I'm just speaking it blankly, but there is a situation of a cover-up that I get, that people feel justified for coming at you because what you are taking away. Okay, like, the Queen of Cups is behind the Five of Swords, right? So this can be like a false pretense of, like, a religious, or people, like, may think that God's on your side. Shit, I'm all right with that, because we gonna read those and come right back. You know what I mean? So people think like God is on their side to take you down, because I feel that many people that came after you unjustly, Virgo, were somehow, because they came after you and it didn't work out, and now they're receiving the karma for that, their life is falling apart. They're blaming their bad karma on you. But you're not doing, you are just the reflection to them. You are just the neutral mirror reflecting back their own stuff. But now they're on some sort of, like, take it as it resonates. You're going to know what I'm talking about for a lot of you. They're on some sort of, like, religious, or you are hurting my family. And it's like, you are digging your own grave here, buddy. You know what I mean? And you already did. So, and this is just apply it, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm just trying to translate a frequency. But as you come out on top of the situation, there could be people just trying to get mad at you, trying to make you the bad guy here. So the Six of Wands here is facing against the Five of Swords. This could be people trying to desperately take away your good standing, your reputation. People don't want your reputation to be good, because you know why? It's not even because they hate you, it's because they love you, but they can't, there's certain people around them that they can't, they love what you're doing for a lot of you. They just can't say it because of the people that they're around. And so they have to these protector personalities take over. And there's okay, you know what this also is, Virgo, and your advice is going on right here, is anger is a cover emotion for hurt. There were certain people that felt hurt by you. You hurt them emotionally, okay, in some sort of way. For a lot of you, it could even be inadvertently. That hurt, if someone is attacking you, anger, attack, trying to tear your reputation down, see past the facade of the sword and just view it as like a person crying. And you might view it a little bit differently. As he gets older, he gets colder than a witch tit. I'm so sorry, but yeah, this is a cover emotion, but people are trying to come at you. But guess what? You already know it's going to lead to bad karma, and people are caught, so they could be sending in their whoever, but it don't matter, because have no fear. Amy Rose is here. No. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead. All right. Let's go ahead and clarify the death card in your opportunity. Three of Swords. Yeah, because okay. Three of Wands, King of Pentacles. People could be coming at you for the wrong reasons here. Emperor in your opportunity. You may have to... For some of you here, here's the thing. If it were up to you, you would create a win-win scenario for everyone. In the situation that you've got yourself wrapped in right now, I actually feel like it's not possible. And I feel like it's either you or them, and who the hell... I mean, I've already sacrificed myself in past lives. I'm not doing that anymore, which is why people are so mad at me. I've already had the past lives of, oh, I'll just sacrifice myself for all of you. That's over now. I'm channeling for you. You are a Virgo, which is the opposite of Pisces. Selfless Virgo. Not selfless. Critical. So a lot of you are really stepping into your Virgo energy here. Could be dealing with an Aries, for some of you not. But I feel like there's a zero-sum game situation that is going to break your heart. But it's either, for a lot of you, it's either your heart or their heart. And because of this, it's now going to be both. It's going to be everyone's heart. Do you understand what you have done? And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your adversaries. Like, they obviously don't understand, which is why the challenge is the freaking Hanged Man. Because people's worlds are going to be turned upside down. Maybe even including yours. Because even... What I get is that even when you get this victory, it's like, what the hell? Like, you wouldn't have wished this on anyone. So it's a heartbreaking situation that you're going to have to take control. There's going to be many endings, however that manifests. People are stuck. People are trapped. People are trying to do anything. They're trying to throw the kitchen sink at you. It's like, I'm not even going to use examples because of the horrific things people do with it, but it's like if a guy scores 60 points in a basketball game and they throw this kitchen sink at them and they can't stop it, then that's what's going to happen. They can't stop it. So it's, it's not going to be good. Let's clarify the Hanged Man in your challenge. Knight of Pentacles. Slow. Oh my God. You know what this is, Virgo? And I'm being a little sadistic here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. This is I'm not even going to get all religious. Look, drop the religious baggage and follow me on follow me. You want honesty? I'm giving you honesty. You want honesty? I'm giving you honesty. Before these people go to jail or before something really bad happens to the people who came against you, God is going to make them suffer. Suffer. Slow. It's a slow grind, and I'm sorry to say. Now, that's the darker way of looking at this, slower paradigm. But in the lower paradigm, yes, people that are people that are caught right now are just like, when's it gonna happen? When am I gonna get hit? When am I gonna go to jail? When is it happening? When is it happening? And like the universe is just like, we're gonna make you sit in it now. We're gonna make you sit in this uncertainty now for you to have a hanged man moment. Now, for many of you in the higher paradigm, this is going to be a slow transformation of your own consciousness and that of those people around you. Let's see why else the hanged man is here. We're in spiritual court today. And I'm going to tax your ass. No, okay. Yeah, it's... A lot of you here, your challenge is that you're going to have a completely new beginning as a result of this. There can be financial compensation. There can be a happily ever after situation for you that involves a legal situation. The Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. It came out basically reverse, and especially because it's in your challenge, I feel like there's going to be a bitter... For many of you, for the light workers, star seeds, the ones here who are helped, you don't come after a star seed and have, it's easy. It's hell. So it came out neutral because there's what we're experiencing is a bifurcated reality. A bifurcated reality. 3D, 5D. It's not as simple as that, but that's what's happening. For some of you, you're going to be financially compensated, have a new home, happily ever after, be protected by the legal system because they know going. A lot of it, you're already being watched. You don't even know it. You're already protected here, but it's going to be bittersweet because for a lot of you, this is going to be certain people that you're going to have to witness on a downfall that you once loved, that you just see them like floundering, like Virgo, 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 Virgo. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's just because this is just horrible. But for you, guess what? You get the victory here. But people's fate lies in your hands. And if you let them go, they're going to snake you in the future. And if you punish them, you're going to be seen as a heartbreaking emperor. So what do we want to do in this situation? What are we going to do, Mary? Okay. Let's clarify the Six of Wands in your advice. Seven of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, people using swords so they can't be used against you. This is a jackpot frequency for you, Nine of Wands here. This is certain energies that try to take something from you. Destiny swap doesn't work. Not working here. But for you, there's going to be some sort of dexterity that you're going to have to engage in here. This is the advice, is that people are hell-bent out of shape at this time. Okay, and it was all for the ego. That's what I get. It was all for the ego. It was all for some sort of crap. Let's clear why the Ace of Pentacles is here and what you don't see coming. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here and what you don't? Judgment. Yep. People are under judgment now. That this is your challenge. People are under judgment. You get some sort of compensation for this. People could have stole from you. You didn't even know it. You get it back, whether it's spiritually and very quickly, and what you don't see coming too. And people are still going to be flipping out. People are going to be sending the hordes in against you as well, right? Judgment, Five of Swords, Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords. I mean, this could be a situation where people are trying to take like plea deals, or this is just tremendous. This is tremendous. I know Joey Diaz is laughing at this probably. So at least you help me make it through, Uncle Joey. But as for the rest of you, let's clarify the Five of Swords. Six of Cups, Moon. Yeah, it's people from this is a you don't want no family feud, dog. Well, it's too late because the Moon and the Six of Cups here. This is something to do with your roots, your foundation, a hidden truth about your past. Like, dog. Let me tell you, dog. They tried to bury me, yeah? How did I live? How? let's clarify the Queen of Cups, because this is some fake unconditional love. Like I said, this is people that thought, some sort of burden. They were burdened by you, and so they want to come in and be like, people are trying to gaslight you because they're burdened. There's some people, and like I said, you know what the real sad tragedy of this? The real sad tragedy of this is that this is an ongoing development. This is an ongoing development that people are going to be so burdened by the weight of what they have done. Okay, because me right now, I'm sleeping like a baby. You want to know why? Because I have not done anything wrong. Because I'm sleeping like a baby. But people are going through sleepless nights right now. People are pulling the kitchen sink out. But this is in God's hands. This is not even God's hands. This is in something's hands that you don't know what. We don't know. Well, guess what? It's going down. So connect with heaven. Share your gifts with grace. Move into your true self.